So here we are, the final season of The Bad Batch. It feels like this show just got announced and we're already saying goodbye. So the first 3 episodes of season 3 dropped on Wednesday and I watched them on Friday because I was busy doing other things. But anyway, I enjoyed the first 3 episodes. I think we're off to a solid start. Nothing super crazy, super eventful, but the stage has been set for the final season. The last thing that I actually set up and recorded a discussion for was Werewolf by Night. And that was, I watched that in December, November maybe? I said I was gonna be more active with these and I was not, in fact. You know, hopefully I can just get in a rhythm of doing these so it's not, I don't know, something to dread. It's more something that's just part of the routine, you know? I'm just now realizing that I forgot my mic and I'm not about to go grab it, so here are the problems that come with not being in the routine. I'm just forgetting things. But anyway, continuing on with The Bad Batch. I feel like this show as a whole so far over the first 2 seasons has been kind of hit and miss for me personally. There's things that I really like that have happened in this show, but I have just this feeling sometimes that what we're doing in this episode is kind of filler, or just why are we doing this? And with some shows that doesn't bother me. Some shows have filler and it's just character building. But I feel like we know enough about these characters and their background and where they came from that we don't really need to do this and that. It feels at times like they're trying to give it the Clone Wars treatment. With Clone Wars, obviously you had a lot of main characters, or central characters I should say, and different episodes, different arcs could bounce here and there and focus on this and that. But with a show that follows this squad, we shouldn't have to, I don't know, we shouldn't have to go here and do this. Like, we have a story, we have a mission, we have a goal to protect Omega, to do this and that at varying points, but some of these are just clearly side missions. And I hope for this season, for season 3, we can kind of ditch the side missions a little bit. We're in the final season. This is gonna wrap up the series as a whole. We need to focus on the main story. A lot of people are expecting this show, well, not really expecting. A lot of people are hoping this show has a happy ending for these characters, but in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. Ever since we learned that we were getting a Bad Batch show, I felt like it had to end in a somber manner. I kind of felt that way about Star Wars Rebels too. And that was kind of a bittersweet ending, but there was definitely some sadness there, and I feel like it could be the same with Bad Batch. We've already lost Tech. I would not be shocked at all if we lose at least one more member of the Bad Batch, either in the finale or before the finale. If I had to put money on one of them, I would guess Crosshair maybe has a little redemption arc and then dies a hero or dies on the right side of history. But I mean, honestly, Wrecker could go, Hunter could go. I don't think Omega's gonna die. Echo would be a prime choice for someone to die if he didn't already die in the Clone Wars. They're not gonna kill him twice. If they do that, then, I mean, come on now. I wanna try to keep this video short because I really don't wanna edit a long video, and also, there's not a lot that I wanna talk about because I'm trying to wait and see for some of these things. But one thing I definitely do want to talk about is I'm so glad that we're starting to build on the sequels. The Clone Wars did wonders for the prequels, and I feel like the prequels were in a place that it was even easier to build on. But the sequels are kind of out there in the distance. There's nothing really near the sequels other than the Mandoverse shows, but even those are, what, 20 years removed? 20 years before the sequels? So it's nice to see something in Bad Batch that builds on the sequels a little bit. And by that, I mean Project Necromancer. What they're working on in the base is clones of Palpatine, or Force-sensitive clones of some kind. They might not be clones of Palpatine yet. It's nice that they're building on these things and setting them up, because when the sequels came out, somehow Palpatine returned. But now, at least in universe, a few years from now, people who discover Star Wars for the first time and watch everything years from now will see this and be able to connect it to that. And it will soften the blow of somehow Palpatine returned. there will be, at least to the audience, reasons and clues and possibilities as to how he returned, rather than just somehow he returned. I've enjoyed how The Bad Batch, and hopefully this season in particular, has focused on biological warfare and things of that nature, biological manipulation. Because in all of Star Wars, we have the arms races, right? We've got droids, we've got the construction of the Death Star, we've got machines. But in a galaxy so vast, there's bound to be a biological side to that. And much of that could have been banned under the Republic, but obviously the Empire is going to encourage that because they want it. They want that superior advantage no matter how they can get it. And biological warfare, the Empire doesn't have those qualms that the Republic had. They'll use, biological weapons on people. We've seen them do it in Andor and however many other shows, but it's nice that we get a behind the scenes of that in The Bad Batch. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a lot to say. I just wanted to get on here and discuss the first 3 episodes. A lot of looking forward rather than looking at these first 3 episodes, because while there is some important stuff that happens in these first 3 episodes, the meat of it's gonna be, mid-season toward the end maybe. So I have high hopes. I really hope that they do this show and these characters justice and wrap up the series in a satisfying way. Whether it's a happy ending, a sad ending, a bittersweet ending, it doesn't matter to me. As long as it's good storytelling for these characters, that's all I want. Well, in other news, hopefully I can get back to doing these more regularly. Last time I was on here for Werewolf by Night, I said that I was going to be watching Loki Season 2 next. When did Loki Season 2 come out? It was somewhere between August and October. I didn't watch it till December, and I haven't made a video on it. So it's been sitting in my head for like 2 months, maybe 2.5 by the time that I actually, it's almost 3 months right now because I watched it at the beginning of December and it's the end of February. So it'll be at least 3 months before I pump that video out. I tried to not watch a lot to keep that fresh in my head, and guess what? I didn't watch a lot and I didn't make a video. So I just kind of did none of the above. I'm gonna get on here and make that Loki Season 2 video. It's probably not gonna be that long either. Just talking about, things. But let me not make any promises before I'm gone for 3 months again. Bye.